What are you charged with?
That's a really good question. I'm charged with being the head of an organized criminal group, which is in charge of recruiting girls to make TikTok videos to steal the money from the TikTok views.
Recruiting girls to make TikTok videos and stealing the money. So it's really a financial crime?
It looks that way. I'm 35 and decided to make girls do TikTok to enrich myself with the pennies that I would earn from TikTok views. And
okay.
Yeah, and it's a very interesting scenario. And I would.
By the way, these charges presumably are public, so
they're public, and this is extremely serious. But if you actually analyze the overall case against me, they're saying that Andrew and his brother, by being nice men, convinced girls to have TikTok accounts and then take the money. And
so Andrew is right in saying that he has been charged with forming a criminal group that forced girls into making TikTok videos. He doesn't mention that the only reason these girls were being forced to make TikTok videos was to promote their OnlyFans videos, which Andrew was also forcing them to make. And this was only one of the charges. Before we take a look at the rest of them, let's look at the legal definition of human trafficking. Human trafficking involves the exploitation of people through force, coercion, threat and deception, and includes human rights abuses such as debt bondage, deprivation of liberty, and lack of control over freedom and labor. Trafficking can include sexual exploitation or labor exploitation. Let's have a look at the indictment and see if it covers any of these. So the indictment accuses Andrew of 4 counts of deception, 3 counts of coercion, threat, debt bondage, deprivation of liberty and lack of control over freedom and labor, 4 counts of force, 4 counts of sexual exploitation, and 3 counts of labor exploitation, referring to the TikTok videos. So why has Andrew told the public that he has only been charged with forcing girls to do TikTok videos when there are several other components to this case and he knows this? It's almost like he is trying to make the case look ridiculous by leaving out a large amount of details so the public will think he is innocent. It's one thing saying what they are accusing him is false, but not even mentioning what he is accused of shows that he doesn't want the public or his fans to know the full details of his case.
But the overall charge is that there's an organized criminal group. There's a group of us. I'm the head of it. My brother is below me. And we use the lover boy method to convince women to do TikTok videos to make money so that we can steal the TikTok money.
But force, what does that consist of? Forcing someone to do something, are they accusing you of using violence or?
No, they're accusing me, and this thing, they're accusing me of using the lover boy method, coercing them by being nice.
And so there's no, just to be clear, you are not accused of pandering, of pimping, of forcing women to have sex with anybody.
No, not forcing them to have sex, not restraining their movement.
This is not true either. The one charge that I left out was the 2 counts of rape that Tate is also being charged with. So not only is he purposely not mentioning certain charges, he is also denying some even exist. So let's see if Andrew is more honest in the Candace Owens interview.
They feel that Tucker didn't push you enough on this case.
Push me.
Okay. So
the case against me is that from 2021, my brother and I, when we were already worth hundreds of millions of dollars and already successful and famous, created an organized criminal group. And our intention was to convince women to move to Romania to make TikTok videos so we could steal the TikTok money.
Nope. He's saying the same old bullshit.
And TikTok, and they mention OnlyFans.
Correct.
On the indictment page. And
yes, Candace, that's right.
They say that you did this using the lover boy method. Yep. Well, actually, what he was doing is a lover boy method, which we're saying is human sex trafficking, and that these women didn't know what they were getting into. They thought that he was going to marry them. And actually what he wanted them to do was just to make TikTok and OnlyFans videos.
This is exactly what the court documents say. Let's see Andrew's response.
They've accused me of using the loverboy method because basically I was a nice person. I was nice. They can accuse any man of using the loverboy method if you send nice messages on a text message. If you're like, hey, baby, how are you?
So did you,
hey,
did
if
you
were
promise?
nice.
Oh, I forgot that being nice to a woman is illegal. Who actually believes this crap?
Did you promise to marry these women?
No, I didn't promise to marry anybody. What I had was girls, the 2 girls who were in the criminal file, asked me how to be famous on TikTok. I told them how to be famous on TikTok, and I spoke to them nicely the entire time.
They're basically saying that if you trick a woman into coming into a country by using the lover boy method, then they consider that to be human sex trafficking. So the definition has definitely expanded over time.
Well, it's an
a
absolute
woman
reach.
fell for you, fell in love, moved over here overseas, but it's only because you were very convincing.
Yeah.
That is the definition given in the indictment of what they're referring to.
Correct.
In the next part of the interview, they go over Andrew's old video, which seems to show him explaining how to perform the lover boy method.
And she wants to be with you. Then you start mentioning things like, yeah, but you know, you're always busy, you're always at work, you can come work for me.
I made a video breaking down these old videos, and it explains with evidence why he is a human trafficker. When Candace brought this old video up, I was very excited as Andrew was finally going to respond. Let's see what he said. So what's Andrew's explanation for this?
Basic premise is I was explaining how I have a webcam company and how it affects my romantic life, and that was how it was all encompassing and went together. And it also explains the fact that one of the girls I was dating at the time was working on webcam at the time. And it's explaining my general overall, explains my life and how things are affected owning a pornography company, because obviously a lot of women would be put off by that. It doesn't explain the basic premise of the video was me explaining that I don't mention I have a webcam business ever, and that I'm Mr. Rich and I have this nice car and I go on dates with girls. And sometimes when I say I have a webcam business, some of them want money and they want to work for me. That's the basic premise of it.
Right.
This is not true at all. You can literally watch the video. The video was a course Andrew was selling for hundreds of dollars on how to run a webcam studio.
So, quick plug here. Anyone who wants to run a cam site, I have a course on my website that'll teach you how to do it.
I'm not going to play the whole video, but I'll skip to random 10-minute intervals to show that the entire video is about how to run a webcam studio. The video starts off like this.
You're gonna run a webcam company. This is gonna be just the most important thing. You're effectively taking girls, teaching them how to make unlimited money from home, and then making sure they give it all to you. The most important thing you need to learn in this course is the people management aspect, how you can run this business. The skill I'm gonna teach you is exactly the same. I could easily translate mine to a street business, and you could easily street pimp with the things I'm gonna teach you. Another reason we use Chatterbait is because they will pay you in Bitcoin. Selling a dream, career progression, all the shit they do in normal jobs to keep the fucking person slaving away.
Oh wow, what an insightful video about the struggles of dating while running a webcam service.
This is a small clip. If you watch the video in its entirety, I actually talk about extensively about how you don't want to make a woman feel pressured. You don't want to pick up a rape charge for no reason. If she feels upset or sad, make sure you get her a taxi home. I talk about all these things in the same video. So this is still the worst part of a very long form video taken out of context.
He has literally made this up. He says none of these things in the full 1-hour video.
So first question, when was this video taken?
Yeah, so this video is from 10 years ago, and this is because it was 10 years ago, and I was talking about...
Yeah, you look very young in the video.
I'm super young, and I'm talking... And I think if you look at anybody who made things 10 years ago, something's going to be stupid. It's like, okay, 10 years ago, 10 years, a decade.
Yeah, they're going to keep making you answer for it in every capacity. I've seen that.
So Andrew Tate claims that these videos were taken 10 years ago in 2013, but this is what Andrew looked like in 2013. Seems like he messed up the dates a bit. Maybe it was 9 years ago. Nope, this is him in 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. It's not until 2019 we can find a picture or video with Andrew with a shaved head like he does in the original video. He also looks most similar in terms of age in this photo from 2019. So why is he saying that a 4-year-old video was made 10 years ago? Almost like he is trying to distance himself from it.
They're conflating this now. So even though these charges are from, and I read the indictment again, 2021, but look at what he said 10 years ago, which somehow confirms what we're saying. We don't have to listen to these women.
Candace, as you have read the indictment, you should know that the first charge goes back to 2016 before Andrew had made the video. And even if the video was made 10 years ago, which it isn't, it doesn't mean he only recruited girls via the lover boy method 10 years ago. He could have continued using this method for the entirety of his webcam business, which was run until at least 2021 according to him and his brother, despite him denying this now.
From these old videos, old clips, my webcam company, things that happened 10 years ago have absolutely nothing to do with the criminal case. Absolutely zero. Anything you see from before 2021 has nothing to do with the case. I want to say something quickly about the British school system. The English school system has attacked me, and now they're trying to they've spent billions of dollars trying to remove me from schools because...
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This was probably the strangest lie in the entire interview. Where has he got these statistics from? If you are an Andrew Tate fan, do you genuinely believe that schools in the UK are spending billions of dollars trying to stop Andrew Tate?
The girls have said this is not true, and the state is denying their statement, saying, no, you're brainwashed, it is true. And it's very interesting because the girls who they've identified to add to the file are saying that we're not victims of anything. These two women have come out and made videos repeatedly saying we're not victims of anything. I don't know if you've seen them.
No. Okay. So just to back this up.
The victims
In the indictment.
Correct.
Have made videos
Correct.
saying we're not victims.
Correct.
I did not know that.
They gave this statement to the police. The police ignored it and said they're brainwashed.
Okay, wow, now this is ridiculous. The victims say they're not even victims. Well, no, firstly only 2 of the victims say they are not victims, but that doesn't mean they are not victims, as they may have been bribed or threatened by Andrew. And we now know that Jasmina, the girl on the left in the video, was trafficked via the lover boy method. She moved to Romania thinking that she was Andrew's girlfriend. He never told her about getting her on webcam. He then lied about her working in a sex club so he could control her movements and not let her return to her hometown without him. She made it clear she didn't want to do OnlyFans and wouldn't even send her boyfriend a picture in lingerie. He told her he didn't move her to Romania to get her into sex work, despite telling his war room chat this was his true intention. And she did end up doing TikTok, but only to promote her OnlyFans, which Andrew convinced her into doing by deceiving her and telling her it was his co-defendant Georgiana's OnlyFans business and not his. Jasmina's OnlyFans has been taken down and she has made a new TikTok with a new name as well. Almost like they're hiding something. I made a full video on this which give a lot more detail and evidence that the messages are real, so check it out if you want to know more.
So the lover boy method, traditionally, the way it would traditionally work, the reason it was criminalized and added to the criminal code is that I would be a Romanian man and I would meet a Romanian girl. We would get married. Marriage is part of it. I'm not married to anybody. We'd get married. We'd move to a richer country. You go from a poor country to a rich country, let's say America. You put the girl into sexual work, let's say prostitution, and then I'll keep all the money and I'll control her or coerce her by pretending to love her. That's what they're saying. That's how it traditionally works. Also, it's ridiculously misogynistic to believe that women can't make their own decisions on anything. So the whole thing about it is misogynistic. But yeah, you're correct.